Hello and welcome back to the Yours and Old FoMoCo Iron YouTube channel. My name is Adrian Clements, and today in video number 17 we're going to learn about the color and trim codes on early 1965 Ford Mustangs. We'll answer the questions: what paint colors, what interior colors and materials, what vinyl roof colors, and what convertible top colors were available on these cars. We'll see paint and interior samples from period Ford dealership literature and an application chart summarizing the findings. And finally, we'll review some photos of early 65 Mustangs showing their paint and interior trim colors. Let's get started. As you likely already know, the 1965 Ford Mustang was introduced to the buying public on Friday, April 17, 1964, after regular Mustang production began at the Dearborn Assembly Plant in Dearborn, Michigan on Monday, March 9, 1964. The April reveal date is considered a mid-year introduction, as production of the 1964 FoMoCo products began in late August 1963 and ended in late July or early August 1964. So the 1965 Mustang was introduced about 3/4 of the way through the production run for the 1964 model year. Some people refer to these first Mustangs as being 1964 and a half, but I prefer the term early 1965, as all of the first model year Mustangs were VINed and titled as 1965s. There are documented differences between these early 65 Mustangs produced from March through August 1964 and the later 1965 Mustangs produced from August 1964 through August 1965, including differences in available paint colors and interior trims. The 1965 Ford Mustang Facts Book was published for Ford salesmen to study and learn about the brand new Mustang when it was introduced. This book was intended to be inserted as a new section in the 1964 Ford Carfax book, which contains similar information for the 1964 Ford, Fairlane, Falcon, and Thunderbird lineups. Page 24 of the 1965 Ford Mustang Facts Book lists the 15 standard paint colors and the 9 standard interior trims available on these early 65 Mustangs. The 15 standard color codes in alphabetical order are A, B, D, F, H, J, K, M, P, S, V, X, Y, Z, and 3. The 9 interior trims in numerical order are 42, 45, 46, 49, 56, 82, 85, 86, and 89. Pages A10, A11, and A12 of the soft trim section of the text portion of the 1965 to 72 Ford Car Master Parts and Accessories Catalog book from May 1975, FoMoCo Form FP7635-A, list all of the trim codes and descriptions for the early and late 1965 Mustang interior trims. I have highlighted in green rectangles the 9 trim codes that applied to the early 65 Mustangs. I have used short red lines to remove body code 63A notations for the 1965 Ford Mustang 2+2 Fastback that did not exist in the early 65 Mustang lineup, being added in August 1964 at the beginning of normal 1965 model year production. The 9 highlighted trim codes are 42, 45, 46, 49, 56, 82, 85, 86, and 89, the same as listed previously from the 1965 Ford Mustang Facts Book. Even though the Mustang was introduced as a 1965 model, it was introduced 3/4 of the way through the 1964 model year, so the paint color and interior trim information was added to the 1964 Ford Color and Trim Selections book. A rendering of the early 65 Mustang medium blue crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seat interior, trim code 82, with an optional console is shown on the left-hand page, and the Mustang hardtop and convertible body styles are shown on the right. See the white 14 and the black arrowhead in the lower right corner? Well, it carries over to the lower left corner on these two pages showing the interior trims, along with information about which appointments were color keyed for the white interior trims, convertible top and vinyl roof colors, as well as paint stripe colors. Along the right-hand edge of the right page are the 15 paint color numbers that were available on the early 1965 Mustang. Here are the individual paint samples from the 1964 Ford Color and Trim Selections book for the 15 standard paint colors on the early 65 Mustang. Number 1 equals color code A for Raven Black. 2 equals B for Pagoda Green. 4 equals D for Dynasty Green. 8 equals F for Guardsman Blue. 9 equals P for Prairie Bronze. 10 equals H for Caspian Blue. 12 equals J for Rangoon Red. 13 equals K for Silver Smoke Gray. 17 equals M for Wimbledon White. 20 equals V for Sunlight Yellow. 21 equals S for Cascade Green. 26 equals X for Vintage Burgundy. 27 equals Y for Skylight Blue. 28 equals Z for Chantilly Beige. And 30 equals 3 for Poppy Red. Here are the individual trim samples from the 1964 Ford Color and Trim Selections book with descriptions generated from information in the 1965 Ford Mustang Facts book and the 1965 to 72 Ford Car Master Parts and Accessories Catalog for the 9 standard interior colors and materials available on the early 65 Mustang. Trim code 42 equals white crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats with blue appointments, where the appointments are the dashboard top pad, the dashboard radio and defroster grills, and the carpet. 45 equals white crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats with red appointments. 46 equals white crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats with black appointments. 49 equals white crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats with palomino appointments. 56 equals black cord stripe pattern cloth cushions and black crinkle grain vinyl bolsters bucket seats, and was available on the hardtop only. 82 equals medium blue crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats. 85 equals red crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats. 86 equals black crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats. And 89 equals medium palomino crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats. The list of appointments that are color keyed for trim codes 42, 45, 46, and 49, the vinyl roof and paint stripe colors, and the convertible top colors and power or manual type are shown in these graphics. I put together this early 1965 Ford Mustang color, trim, and convertible top codes application table to summarize all of the information reviewed so far and present it in one succinct graphic. This table shows the recommended paint color and trim combinations using the 15 color codes for the paint colors and the convertible top codes shown in the columns, and the 9 trim codes shown in the rows. 3 notes appear below the table at lower left. Looking at the trim code rows, we see the trim codes starting with 4 are white all-vinyl bucket seats with appointments in different colors. Trim code starting with 5 is cloth and vinyl bucket seats, while the trim codes starting with 8 are all vinyl bucket seats in different colors. Looking at the second digits of the trim codes, we see that 2 is used for blue appointments or medium blue color. 5 is used for red appointments or red color. 6 is used for black appointments or black color. And 9 is used for palomino appointments or medium palomino color. Okay, let's see some early 1965 Ford Mustangs. This hardtop has VIN 5F07U100597, meaning it was the 597th Mustang scheduled to be built at the Dearborn Assembly Plant, and it was scheduled to be built on Tuesday, March 10th, 1964, per the 10C date code on the door data plate. This car has color code M for Wimbledon white paint and trim code 85 for red crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats, which looks like this in the application table. This 1965 Mustang convertible has VIN 5F08F109896, meaning it was the 9,896th Mustang scheduled to be built at Dearborn, and was scheduled to be built on Wednesday, April 8th, 1964, per the date code of 08D. This car is the earliest known public sale of a Mustang in the U.S., as it was sold to Gail Wise, née Brown, on Tuesday, April 15th, 1964, 2 days before it was authorized by Ford to be sold on Friday, April 17th, 1964. This car has color code Y for skylight blue paint, trim code 82 for medium blue crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats, and a blue power convertible top, which looks like this in the application table. This 1965 Mustang hardtop has VIN 5F07F111084, meaning it was the 11,084th Mustang scheduled to be built at Dearborn, and was scheduled to be built on Friday, April 10th, 1964, per the 10D date code. This car has color code F for Guardsman blue paint and trim code 82 for medium blue crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats, which looks like this in the application table. This 1965 Mustang convertible has VIN 5F08F115098, meaning it was the 15,098th Mustang scheduled to be built at Dearborn, and was scheduled to be built on Thursday, April 16th, 1964, per the date code of 16D. This car has color code J for Rangoon red paint, trim code 45 for white crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats with red appointments, and a white power convertible top, which looks like this in the application table. This 1965 Mustang hardtop has VIN 5F07D163993, meaning it was the 63,993rd Mustang scheduled to be built at Dearborn, and was scheduled to be built on Thursday, June 11th, 1964, per the 11F date code. This car has color code B for pagoda green paint and trim code 86 for black crinkle grain all vinyl bucket seats, which looks like this in the application table. Thank you for watching video number 17. I hope you enjoyed it and learned about the early 1965 Ford Mustang color and trim codes. Please be sure to check out videos number 1 through 16 on my channel for more interesting FoMoCo related content. Please like, comment, and be sure to subscribe. There are lots more videos coming, so subscribe and be notified as I release each new video. If you have any questions or if you have a suggestion for a future video topic, please feel free to email me at adrian.clements@me.com. Yours in Old FoMoCo Iron, Adrian.